Welcome to Elton's retirement journey. Back again, and just a recap from the last episode, we were talking about the health savings account and how you can do a one-time transfer from a individual retirement account into that in case you're in need of cash for a major surgery where your out-of-pocket expenses was like mine's at $2,000, and as well as I need to hit that out-of-pocket deductible. So the uh, the guys on YouTube that I got that information from is the Money Wise guys. It's K Horn Financial. So if you go into YouTube, you put in health savings account, they'll pop up. They talk about it for about 45 minutes, and they cover everything about the health savings account. Just be mindful that at 65 years of age, you can no longer have that account. As I mentioned, when I left my job it was actually this week, uh, 5 years ago, the health savings account, I wound up keeping it and I started paying $5 a month in fees. So it was actually 5 years ago. And my new employer gave me this 5 year cubes. So I'm hoping to stay with them for the next 5 years. But if that doesn't work out, we'll be talking about my strategies in another video. But this video, I wanted to just talk about some of the mail that you may get inviting you to some seminars. They'll read something like you are cordially invited to a dinner seminar with blah 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 blah. So I went to three of them. Now the meal ones I went to here in Atlanta area. The first one was related to a gentleman. He was promoting a annuity product that would cover you and generate income no matter what the market did. That you put your money in here, and if they say they're gonna give you 13%, and that's what you're gonna get, and it would generate monthly income. And they had a component where you could access 10%. For me, that's not good because I'm a low net worth. I'm at about 300,000, maybe a little bit more with the market recovering. So that's not going to be a product for me. That means I would have to put a bunch of the whole 300,000 in there. And then if they say they're going to give you 13%, then that's what you're going to get. You get a check every month. That's not going to work for me. I can't tie my money up. And it's really for other folks who have large chunks of money and they want an extra $1,200, $1,600 check coming in along with their Social Security. They're comfortable with it. You know, their risk tolerance will allow that. So that's one that you may get. In my case, it was at a Brazilian restaurant. I didn't like the food, so I listened to the spiel and I left. And I did get another invite. The other invite that I got was for a financial firm that would operate as a so-called fiduciary, and they're actually charge a fee to manage your money. So I went to that one, and that was at Ruth's Chris Steakhouse. That was a great meal. And typically, what they do is they have you fill out a questionnaire, and they collect the questionnaire, and that's how they write off the expenses of renting the place and the meals that you get for free. And they also ask, do you want to set up one now or 2 weeks, or do you want us to call you? Anyway, so with the financial company, I actually did go in. They were offering a kind of like a health check on your retirement. And in that case, what I wound up doing is I met with them. They said, this is what we need from you. And I had to gather all my statements. And in my case, I don't maintain just one consolidated account yet. I will in the future. Um, so I had to grab all these statements, the most recent statements, 401k, some material from my pension, the balance of my mortgage and everything. I sent that over, and they ran the analysis on that. That came back and had me as aggressive. I was almost off the dial, and this was a couple of years ago. So I was 60 years old. I'm 62 now. So that came back, and that was pretty good. And they did ask for the business. They explained, what they would do once we looked at that portion of it, and you would have two type of buckets. One would be for your growth, and the other one would be for income. So your long-term investments, that would appreciate and reinvest into the capital gains will be in one bucket. The other bucket will be one for you to have cash. And he was saying that it would be about 1% management fee. No. I decided I would not go with that because what they said is that some of your investment we're going to roll over in kind because they work with Fidelity, and I have at least 10 Fidelity funds. The other ones will be sold off and then invested new. Now the other investments I've had, I handpicked those, and they were down. This was November 2022, and I declined to join as a customer. I was right because the market was down. I was under 250,000 in. I thought I had 300,000, which I did at the end of 2021. But you know how 2022 turned out. But anyway, I'm glad I didn't do that because all of the investments have recovered, and there's about 3 or 4 mutual funds that have reached their all-time high. And so I'm glad I held on, and now I'm back over. I'm at probably about 350 now. Um, Hopefully, I can have that, but I have plans if the market goes down because in the last 5 years, it's happened twice. But anyway, moving along, I went to another one. The third one, this would be yeah, this is the third one I went to, was related to setting up wills and trust so that you'd have that medical power of attorney. If you get put in a coma, what are your instructions for that? That was very informative. They had prime rib there. That was really good. And I found out a lot. Now, I actually would use that guy again if I want to go from a will. My will was $600, and it has some addendums in it for what to do. I've got it pretty detailed. I like my nephews to have my business suits and all that, and I've got rings that I collect, some nice diamond rings and silver rings that I like each nephew to have, and that's all spelled out. Then I got all the keys laid out. I have 2 trustees that will come and take over the property, which is a 2-bedroom roommate style condo outside of Atlanta. And we have a lot of nieces and nephews. They're small now, but as they grow, it would be nice to say your Uncle Elton left you this. And they can come down here, especially leaving Detroit. There's way more opportunities down here in Atlanta. But that was a very, very good seminar because what he said is that, yeah, you got a will, but all your information is published out there. And then, trustees got to go in front of the probate, and anybody can challenge it. And your name's put out there in a list of some type of probate listing, where they know that you're gone and all this kind of stuff. I was like, well, maybe I'll go back and revisit that, which I probably will, and just get it switched over. And the final one I went to was related to Social Security. They have these seminars every now and then. You'll get something in the mail talking about Social Security. So if you want to drill down and keep reinforcing the knowledge that you're going to get, I recommend you go to those. So all of those are worth going to. You don't have to make an appointment. And if you go there, you hear the spiel and you don't like the food, get up and leave like I did. But that's about it on this episode. So I hope that those of you who are listening to my videos find this informative. If you find it informative and something you can use, like the discussions about making money in your retirement and the health savings account, leave a comment and just say, hey, that was great information. I did use it. I like to know that. Um, some of the stuff that I'm talking about is also for younger people. If you're working and you get a high deductible account, you got a health saving, and you leave one job and you have an IRA. Now, this rule is only for the IRA, as far as I can tell. Nothing to do with the 401k or the part-time jobs, doing the event staffing, working baseball games and stuff like that. If that helps you out, just leave me a comment. I like to know. I'm starting to get a few visitors, but it's more important that this information helps you. That's really why I'm on here. Um, the odds of me making money off of this is not that great, but it gives me a forum to share what I know. And once again, thanks for listening. Elton's Retirement Journey.